The winds have shifted in Alethi. Once Kholinar shone, a beacon of pride and glory. Now its towers groan beneath the weight of despair. Its people whisper of shadows moving in the rain, of oaths long broken beneath the thunder's roar. 4 souls drawn together, bound by threads unseen. An investigator chasing truth through a city drowning in secrets. A thief, mercenary by name, but fierce of heart, determined to save the home that scorns them. A fabric cloaked in falsehood, shaping light and metal, seeking to forge a better tomorrow before the storm consumes the present. The Vorin woman, staring defiance into the eyes of destiny, striving to become more than her world dares to allow. The city trembles. Cults, old and forgotten, whisper beneath the weeping stone. And from the tempest comes a call for those who would speak the last ideal.
Hello, wider internet. It's good to see you. It's been 2 weeks. I know. You haven't forgotten about us, have you? Oh my gosh. We haven't forgotten about you. And we're here to tell you Cosmere stories on Cardi B's internet. Now, let's get a little bit of a recap to lock in on exactly what has happened and what that's going to be leading into. Now, last we left off, our Radiance went on a series of sort of like self-discovery and Kholinar exploration journeys. Alstrom confronting and dealing with the shadow of Sha-Not hovering over him, rebuking her in a very dramatic moment. Feronial coming more and more to terms with the fact that she is, willing or not, leading a cult. And the repercussions of that and the people that are affected by these things, etc., and getting a little bit further with their journey. Nev going and seeking the company of the secondary Drayor group, the cell that had been isolated from the network for the entire lifespan of Nev's existence as a member of the Phantom Drayor. Now, this led to a pretty dramatic combat with their resident Dustbringer, a sort of revelation that Nev is a little bit more competent than anyone would assume, going toe-to-toe with another Radiant and sort of putting them down with a little bit of ease. But and then there was a scene where we walked back in time for 2 very specific individuals. Berlar wished to confront a few things about himself and why He feels so recalcitrant to confronting the individuals in his life when it comes to asking for help and reliance, because it goes a little bit beyond hiring your friends in a social contract. It comes down to reliance on the people that you have chosen to have in a trusted circle to be there for you and to take on burdens for you. And his journey of martyrdom kind of turning into a very, very deep spiral. But this led to him confronting the day that his father died once again, and the feelings that that dredged up, and the catalyst for the behaviors that he has been exhibiting for the past while. And Tila, his spren, the mist spren, had a very shocking and, well, depressing story to tell herself, in accordance with loss, heartache, and the death of someone that you care for. And she showed bare the day that her bonded Radiant took their own life. And this led to what we hope is a deeper connection and realization that fans of the books would know that there is a very, very important step after the first. So, there has been a very necessary conversation sort of looming over the group. Our Radiants have started to come to odds with some of the factions and power structures that exist within Kholinar, and it's becoming more and more obvious that it's becoming more and more obvious that the guards and the power structures within Kholinar are deeply, deeply under the thumb of Queen Aesudan. And unfortunately, the powers that sit behind the throne that is inhabited by Queen Aesudan. And this stretches all the way to the police and military complex of Alethkar that does occupy Kholinar, those being the Wall Guard and the Cobalt Guard. Tyrael has done his very best to ensure Tyrael has done his very best to ensure that you all feel like he is a confidant, that he is someone that can be believed in, and that he is, to use a phrase that has very problematic language attached to it in the modern day, he is one of the good ones within our group, besides perhaps to an extent Alstrom, who stays a little bit out of the loop, and Feraniel, who was just recently a part of this military complex. The group is very opposed to the power structures that are emboldened, empowered, and funded by Light Eyes. But Tyrael has invited all of you to have a very frank discussion on the state of the Wall Guard and the Cobalt Guard, and has contacted every single individual in order to have that discussion in the barracks that he and Lady Azure and the rest of the Wall Guard that stand under him operate at. So, I think we can start our scene a little bit in media res, in the moment, rather than having you all have an introductory conversation, etc., etc. It can be assumed that you've all come to meet and that your petty business has been taken care of. Captain Tirael has collected you all in the courtyard, the place where the majority of drills, military exercises, physical, like the PT, and the hear ye's of the day are said to the various troops here. The courtyard has been cleared out besides a few individuals. The captain is present. Lady Azure is present. And shockingly, there is an individual present that you very much likely were not expecting. Tunavir is standing in attendance, and then the rest of you. The captain looks to you all.
I am glad that you've all made the time to come and speak with me. I know that some of you are on a trajectory that is distancing you from the guard and the law of our city. And he sort of very pointedly looks to Feraniel when he says this. But I do wish to assuage some of the fears and worries that you may have in regards to what I am doing here. Me and Lady Azure,
and she gives a very swift nod,
we are restructuring things in this barracks. Surreptitiously, it is under a cloak of obfuscation, away from the eyes of Queen Aesodan. We have gotten dispensation to make a few changes, and that has brought a few eyes, but I cannot serve our queen anymore in good faith. She asked me personally to have all of you collected and killed. And it is largely due to the effects that Navali and Feraniel are having within the city, as well as the hunting of several Bright Lords and agents that are attached to the information networks of the Crown by Berlar. Alstrom, I don't quite know how you do it, but you seem largely outside of the sphere of these things, other than a blanket warrant for your arrest because of some sort of trumped-up charges of heresy and property tax evasion. But you're outside of these things. I said trumped up. I don't believe they would hold water in a real court, but they want you taken in with the rest because you've been seen with the rest. Within the district that we sit in, there is no fear of retribution. But know that if you wander too far in the city openly anymore, outside of the places where you feel safe, those places being the market, the theater district, and Little Herdaz, you are all considered persona non grata as of this moment.
Nev shrugs. This is nothing new for them.
It is an escalation. This isn't like get brought in and be like, charged for like thievery, spend 30 days in jail, and or be punished with like a work camp for a little while or anything like that. This is like execution and death. If you are
said
caught,
market, theater, and what?
I'm sorry, the market, the theater district, and Little Herdaz. Those are the places where you are considered safe, as well as within the walls of this barracks. Tirael's barracks are on the northern side of the theater district. So, I'm telling you all of this because there is a group of us that have decided to dissent. And Queen Aesudan will not be able to truly act against us, or it will incite a civil conflict.
You mean, like, another one other than the one that's already happening?
Well, it's far more internalized. It would be assassinations of... It would be an escalation and a betrayal on the level that she is not willing to make yet. But I fear that it will happen, and so it is time to grasp at the hearts and minds of whomever we can. Lady Azure steps forward. I've been training the men. They're competent. They're warriors. And on top of that fact, they're getting more and more and more ready to fight against what's coming for the wall. Now, I've spoken to this colleague here of mine, and she points to Tunavir. This man has very, very generously said that he would bankroll much of what we need done in exchange for a few things. So, but before we get into the particulars of what Tunavir needs, and before we get into the unfortunate matter of how to disguise ourselves and move throughout the city, I think what we should do is talk about what the men have started calling themselves. Our organization here have, and she lets out a sigh and looks to Tirael. Would you like to tell them? Tirael looks to you. It would seem that some of the men have been training in the market, and there are a few that have put forward a name that has caught on, like, pardon the joke, Wildfire. And they have taken to calling themselves the Order of the Dawnflame. They have changed their uniforms away from Kholinar blue to a staunch black and gold with a splash of yellow. Whether it is a sash, a floral pattern, a patch, everyone sports some sort of yellow upon a black and gold uniform. I tried to convince them that that was the colors of one Sabarial. They insisted that should Sabarial and his blood-stained, sphere-filled hands ever decide to come and make claim to it here in Kholinar, that they could peel the uniforms off of their dead bodies. And so, Chronicle, I think that it is time that you gained a promotion. And I think this is going to upset more people than anything else I'm going to do in my military career. And he steps forward to Feraniel. And
straightens up.
Here before the Radiance of many different orders, and Lady Azure of worlds afar, I, Captain Tirael, rescind my position. He takes a knee, draws his sword, and he offers it to you.
I can't accept that, sir.
Kholinar doesn't need a general, and it doesn't need a man with a blade anymore. This city needs a symbol. And frankly, you and Lady Azure are far more of a symbol than I have ever been. I don't need you to do the bureaucracy or the training or any of the drills. I'll train the men. I will work with the men. I will take my place back where I was all of those years ago. I will be your lieutenant. And frankly, it would be an honor to serve underneath you. I've heard about everything that you've done in this city, you and all of the people around you. You were trained by one of the greatest warriors that Alethkar has, a captain in his own right, Bakarin. And frankly, I think this will go a long ways in validating the Knights Radiant in this city. If you and your friends do not wish to be hunted, it's time to... And then time seems to slow down a little bit for you. Just a hair. And you hear Frame on the back of your ear. This isn't what he was going to say. But it is time to say the words. If it is not here, then perhaps you should gather all of the men that you will be leading, and you should show them what a Radiant is.
As a symbol.
There is a part of me that thinks it will be important for them to understand that you are serious and make a speech and tell them that they can trust you. But there is a certain amount of theater in saying the right thing at the right time
and then exploding with light. And then time gently starts again. And Tirael finishes this thought. It's time that a woman leads the city. Aesodan isn't. I'm not. Elhokar is gone. And there's not a man in this city that I trust as much as I trust you.
Fira's face goes from looking a little overwhelmed and shell-shocked to more resolute and accepting of what's happening. She really agrees with what Frame said. And she thought about how Tirael says this will help legitimize the Radiance in the city. And she looks around at her friends. She's just going to turn to Tirael and say, I accept this position.
We can go over your duties, what will need to be done. But the long and short of it is that your apartment will likely lie empty. There will be a small amount of paperwork, week to week. The bulk of the issues that you are about to face are going to involve sending men to their death. And it's good to say that out loud before we get into anything else. But you've been playing that numbers game for a while.
Yes, I have, sir.
He stands
And he says, I'm pretty old, so I think this will be good for my bones. I could use a good run from time to time, and perhaps I can actually whip these guys into shape.
And Lady Azure barks out a laugh and just says, they can keep up with me. You're absolutely doomed, Tirael. There's not a man here that would not beat you up and down. You're going to be blue within a week. You're going to have to catch up with them, old man.
He says, right. Well, I'm glad that you've accepted.
Thank you. Gonna leave it as thank you.
He looks to the rest of you. There's no obligation to go on this path for the rest of you. I understand that we have our differences of opinion. I am not a man that relishes second-story burglaries or assassinations, bounty hunting. But I also understand the necessities in a revolt. So I will ask you.
I wouldn't mind collaborating with the wall guard.
You get like a gentle pat on the shoulder from Jez when you say that. He like looks excited. He's doing a little happy dance.
Don't do that. I'm trying to be serious.
He's like, I'm also seriously happy that you're doing this. That's actually a really big step. You'll be a soldier in no time. I'll get my tower. And he's like, he's giddy. I'm happy to collaborate with you as well. I wish I could say that I have done a large amount of research on the network. But you are invisible, it would seem. And I think that's kind of what we need. What about the rest of you? And he looks to Berdelar and Alstrom. Alstrom, I know that you are, and your sister, are geniuses. And that both of you are capable of incredible things. I've seen and heard rumors of these inventions of yours, of devices that turn the moisture in air to ice, of a rod that turns solid rock into creme. I wish I could say I understand it, but when it comes to fortifications and logistics and the undermining of the defenses of the city, my brain is abuzz when I hear about the wonders that you've made.
Yeah, I can think of a few ways that my little inventions could help out.
All right. All right. Then he looks to Bear. Bear.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I follow Vera anyway, so.
And you've collaborated with us many times. Wait, why? What? He, gives you a look. We've collaborated many times in the past. You and the Wall Guard and the detectives within the different guard outposts. We've known of you for some time, and although I have a love-hate relationship with the way that you hunt the various criminals of the city, including that one incident, beggars, choosers, and all of that.
Yeah. No, that then. Well, I'll show you later. So, I'm thinking parade, right?
I was thinking a large-scale event, yes. I think there needs to be a show of force in the districts in which we feel safe.
I like it.
Isn't that just going to make us all a target, though?
We're already a target.
We're already targets.
But all in one spot at the same time?
If
Bring it on.
Queen Aesodan wants fighting in the streets, then she'll have fighting in the streets. But she sits inside of her palace, drinking, reveling, meeting with dilettantes, dignitaries from foreign nations, and corrupting every single light eyes that she can. So I don't think
you want
she
to use a
cares.
parade as a cover for what?
For nothing.
It's not a
I want to
cover.
use a parade. I want to use a parade to inspire the people. So we can tell them what's really happening. What's about to happen.
People don't feel safe, Hallstrom. The Cobalt Guard have been openly knocking on doors. They're looking for dissenters. Some of the other wall guards have went to the palace. They're being summoned. And their families are going with them. And they come back changed. There's a strange cult that's risen up that I'm looking into, but people don't feel safe with the wall guard anymore. And we can't cover the whole city. We can't. But I can't keep doing this. Not like this. Queen Aesodan has undermined the entirety of what I believe in. And frankly, I don't think there is enough bad blood to warrant a reaction quite yet. But I do wish, truly, to instill hope. I, as an old veteran of the Wall Guard, I don't think I'm the one to do it. If we, and I'm sorry to use you like this, but if we use Veronial and put her at the front of a big event, in front of the people, everyone from the market will show. All of our guards will show. People from Little Herdaz. There will be a movement. But we need to show that we're not scared to be in the street. It isn't so dire that we need to hide behind our walls. Not yet. Tunavir.
Even though the Skybreakers are here? And she's going to look at Tunavir.
Yeah, Tunavir smirks. He has a very, very big shit-eating grin on his face. I don't believe that they're going to act against us. Not yet. We're acting within the letter of the law. And on top of that fact, I'm not certain they can take us yet. Not with everything that we have. Their numbers are small. Against a man? Any of you? Potentially. Maybe not Navali. But the rest of you, potentially. But if they took every single Skybreaker that was inside of this city, and they decided to run and rampage against us, they might kill 50, 100, 200, 3. They hit the wall at a certain point. Stormlight only does so much. And then they die. It's a numbers game, my dear.
I don't think they would, Fira. They sent an assassin after me and he stopped because I wasn't following the rules he wanted. They won't just do that. They're bound by their laws.
I've discussed this with Tunavir.
And you can tell on his face that Tunavir is a tolerated presence here for Tirael. He is so barely tolerated here.
I've had this discussion with Tunavir. I am acting within the laws of our land. I have made a proclamation to my men. I deem the unshakable crown of Alethkar as unfit to rule. And I will be, for better or worse, declaring an open challenge for the throne. Queen Aesedan will need to recognize my challenge. And in doing so, she would need to come, and we would have a contest of arms between our forces in order to finally... Now, usually this would take the entire Council of High Princes, but we are at war. The Shattered Plains is far away. I will be tried for acting out of the proper legislature for these sorts of conquests. But frankly, she is too busy partying. She doesn't have her right wits about her. She will not respond to this. And if she does, we may win. But as far as the Skybreakers are concerned, I have been consulted that I should not act outside of the law. That would put my life in danger. For they would be able to act with prejudice and, well, kill me outright. As far as I can tell, they are still acting within the laws of Alethkar as a whole, specifically the municipality of Kholinar. So there's a few things that we can get away with. Technically, I could arrest them, but I don't think that would go well. So, now, Tanavir steps forward once again. I have no problem supplying this barracks and all of its soldiers and all of its people with all of the lavis and fresh water, weapons, armor, fresh men that it may need in order to operate as a standing military against the might of the Alethi war machine. However, there are a few things that I ask in return. Ones that I have pitched. I tried privately. There is one man that I do need dealt with. That is the non-negotiable side of things. Your dear Captain Bakarin needs to die. He is an enemy of the state. He is a slayer of Alethi citizens. And he has done great grievances against myself and my organization. He needs to die.
What grievances?
Him and his ilk have slew budding, nascent Radiance that were in our employ. He has torn Spren from their Radiance and killed to do so. Now, I know all of you are not fully against murder. So if that is not a great enough motivator, the fact that he is completely in line with the rest of the Skybreakers in killing Radiance specifically should tickle you. But the reason why this is so pressing is that he is still hunting Radiance. The fact that he has not knocked on your doors, I have come to learn, is very likely due to feelings that he still holds for one Feraniel. No one else is safe.
I mean, I'm not opposed. He kind of sounds like he sucks a lot.
He would tell you he's just following orders.
Okay, yeah, and his orders are to kill a bunch of people, 'cause.
I agree. The next, I am sure, is going to perk up a few of you. And I think is deeply, deeply in line with one of you. I am going to need one of you to infiltrate the Cobalt Guard. I would love to say that they are just like any other men. But the Cobalt Guard poses the greatest risk to everything that we are trying to accomplish here, more than anyone else. They have shards. They have the most highly trained Alethi warriors. And they have the social and information network clout that is necessary to take down a burgeoning organization like our own. This Order of the Dawn Flame. So, there is one very specific thing that I'm going to need, and that's their shards.
the Cobalt Guard of Kholinar has 3 full shards. I want them all. And the last is a little bit less severe than the others. Alstrom, I want one of everything that you've invented in the last 6 months.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like this aligns with a lot of what all of you are doing already. Am I correct?
I do have a clarifying question, though.
Right.
With these 3 shards from the Cobalt Guard, are they for your own personal gain, or are they to be kept for use of defending what we're building here?
I could be convinced to allow one to be let go, but the others are for me.
Do you mean like shard the blades or plate or both? Or what
A full shard. They have 3 full sets of shards. So a blade and a plate set, and I need you to get all 3.
Okay.
That seems pretty extreme.
Your Radiance with a vast network of contacts and skills that would lead me to believe that you're fully capable of this. You fought a shard blade not a few weeks back. You fought a shard bearer not 4 weeks back. You've completely upended the power structures of the underworld of Kholinar, and to be completely frank, you have at your disposal more than 1,000 men. So I don't think that this is unfeasible any longer, especially when considering the specific abilities of a few of you. Shards seem very hard to get when you are a man who does not wield them, nor the powers of the Radiance. Locked doors are really a problem to the average ragamuffin on the street with a set of lockpicks, but that is not what you are. So extreme has layers to it when we're having a conversation with Radiance. I, if you need further incentive, am bankrolling the entire financial success, the entire logistic success of your venture here. Tirael does nod and say, I do hate to admit, but without his financial support, this entire project may just die in its cradle.
I mean, I'm on board, Captain.
Bear looks at Fira.
Bear's gonna look to Alstrom and Nev.
The network is at your service, Captain.
So don't call me that. Especially you, Nawali.
Well, they don't make co-captains, so she kind of grunts.
Lady Azure looks to Nev. In my opinion, if I need to be completely honest, You're a more capable leader than any of the men that I've met in Kholinar, so if you were of a military inclination, you would have been a captain by now, and anyone that argued could have just met my blade about it. But you've decided to go a little bit of the low road, and I think we need a little bit of that. So really,
We do.
Captain
That was a joke.
Navali,
Oh,
put some fucking dirt
okay,
in
now
their
I know
eye.
how it feels. I don't like it. I take it back.
Alstrom?
Yeah, This is even crazier than trying to steal from the library, but yeah, okay.
Well, thankfully, I have some people who can help. Plus, all of the 1,000 men.
Yeah. Then
But,
I think we agree. Oh,
There is,
Yeah?
if you don't mind, there is one more thing I would like. Tenavir. I appreciate that you are funding this expedition. But I do want to know where you're from.
Where
When all
I'm
of this
from.
is said and done. Yeah. I don't mean you. I mean you, as in a group.
It's going to be such an unsatisfying answer for you.
That's fine. So then if it's an unsatisfying answer, then you can just agree.
Oh, I can agree. Yes, of course.
Okay, great.
Yeah. When all is said and done, I promise by oaths old and new to let you know all of the gritty secrets about where me and my ilk are from.
Right. Honestly, I would have done it without it, but I figured I'd go reach for something, right?
It's really no bother. I think by the time all of this is over, I will be in such good graces that it's not going to matter.
I mean, look, I'm on like a whole self-discovery journey, but I can't lie, I am really curious about what is going on. What in storms is going on with you guys, So, anyways, I just thought I'd ask.
He just looks to you, and in a moment of as if he's offering the world this, it feels almost like he's holding a deep cosmic truth, in his hand and just, holding it out in a closed fist. He just says, the offer has been on the table for all of you to start becoming a part of what we do. And I have made that offer very directly to Feraniel. Certain sacrifices need to be made. And to be completely frank, I think that you, more than anyone else here, sans perhaps Navali, are more than willing to make those sacrifices. You already kill men for far more petty reasons than I do. So, if you need and want, and then you see him look to your left, where Tila is just floating above your shoulder, to know the truth, I can show it to you. Lady Azure looks to him and just says, you are pushing every single button that I have right now, you self-righteous, rich boy. I came from a land full of people like you, and if you want to use honeyed words to try to take one of the greatest spy masters in this entire city away from me, you can do it over my dead body. Tenavir, I think it's time for you to leave. Everyone has agreed, so take your little grubby hands covered in all of the money of the world and walk out of my barracks. Tenavir throws up his hands. I'm leaving. Offers there, Mr. Juror. And then he walks away.
Well, he really sucks.
It was a good question, though.
I mean, he agreed to answer it, so he's going to answer
Yeah.
it. So
He's just gonna answer it unsatisfyingly. So
Asia just like rolls her eyes, or he's lying to you.
I mean, let's be honest.
Or
Do we
he's a-
think that
or
he's
he's a
ever
liar.
satisfied anyone? Right?
Oh.
Ow.
What?
Maybe.
We can make digs like that because he sucks, right? Like that's not off the table. No? Okay.
We totally can. I just didn't know you were going to go that deep that fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tirael looks to you all. I don't get it.
Satisfied in a sexual way.
It's a
Completed.
Oh, like marital relations. Yes. Okay, I understand. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's quite funny. As if he's a poor performer.
oh my god. What a boomer reaction.
Okay. Well, I do think, I mean, if it's all right with everyone else, I think if we're going to do this, we need to show the people their new captain.
yeah.
Vera?
Right now?
We could. I was thinking in like a week.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
wait until the next. Wait until before the next high storm. You know, when the weather's nice and it, like not during the riddens or anything like that. It just like on a good day, pick one, get everything ready, walk through the market. Most public place in all of Kholinar.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
Vera, he's not really a showman, so like, I'm going to come up with a really good plan, okay?
What do you
Just
mean?
leave it at...
We were gonna march, like in a good formation.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like make a
but,
show
like,
of it. You know?
Yes,
like
no,
a big
we're going to
production.
parade march.
Maybe have like some
and-
drums.
Okay, now you're thinking. All right, good.
this-
Maybe
Okay,
we
we'll
add
talk this
Fine.
out.
festival things onto the parade.
Like a banner.
hmm.
We could have like a
Yes.
banner.
Okay, no, that's good.
Yes.
You know what? Me and you, we should work this out. I'll find some time in my schedule, and we will plan this whole route, okay?
All right. Now we're talking. Lady
Get like
Other
a
than that,
colorful like carriage with like some guy playing music on top of it.
Yes!
Oh boy.
I like a power ballad, you know, to the dawn flame.
no.
Lady Azure looks to you, Bear, and says, I come from a land where there's a lot of pomp and circumstance and celebration that is lauded on our ruling class. And what comes of that is you build up an image that is unsustainable. So I'm not going to tell you don't do these things, but I'm going to ask you a very important question. Why do the people love Fira? Is it because she is a showman? Is it her songs and the ballads and wonderful things that are sung about her? Or is it the quiet, solemn hope that the people speak of? Maybe we cool it on the horns and the carriages and try to make her look as alien from Queen Aesudan as possible.
I was thinking more like a party, but, I mean, yeah.
Well, the party can come after. We can all get we can all get wasted after the fact and have a great time with as many people in the market as possible, but I think for a tour, maybe we don't have a marching band.
Okay. As long as the
What she
people
said.
know that we're coming, you know, and they want to come with us.
We can do like a long walk from like one place to another place, and then at the end she gives like a big speech.
I think that's the
We can,
play,
like,
yeah.
Do it like solemnly and try and get all the people to like follow and yeah,
And
make
I
the
can
big
show
march and it
them.
keeps yeah.
I can show them the end of days before.
Maybe not that.
Maybe we don't do all of that.
I don't know. I think it could be really inspiring, you know, to be like, look at what your city will become.
I feel like that's the opposite of hope.
No, that's going to inspire hysteria.
Yeah.
It's already
Yeah,
bad
what?
enough.
How did you first react when you found that out?
Well, mostly I decided I was going to stop it.
I
But
think
did that happen right
ins-
away?
Yeah, I think inciting a mass hallucination of the destruction of everything that they love is a bad idea.
I think you all are missing out.
I think maybe Fira could mention it in her speech, but not. We don't need to, mass make everybody see it. That might be a little much.
I mean, you all haven't seen it, have you? You don't know what's coming. Not properly.
No.
Okay. Come close. I don't know how big I can make this.
Steps closer.
And Bear is going to use the Surge of Illumination to create. I mean, I guess we're at tier 2, so it can be bigger now. I don't remember exactly how big I can make these things.
I think you can, like, give, so regardless of, like, how big of a 3D space that you can make, you could definitely have, like, a large 2D image displayed on something. That is like moving and changing, and like you can give like a first person perspective of a scene. Like that is something that's possible. But 3D scenes, like what like Shalon does and what's done by the other Lightweavers, a little bit more restricted because of the size of what you can make. I think it's like 5 meters square at this point. Like it's not going to be the size of the courtyard.
But that is more than enough for the people gathered here. So I will create a 3D rendering of the Siege of Kholinar. With the stone creature on the wall, with, you know, soldiers pouring in and out of the palace, you know, fire in the sky, big spooky face cloud, all of it.
This is the first time that the rest of you have seen this. You've heard that singers are coming. And you know that there are fused and forms of power that can do terrifying things. But this is very much the first true insight into what is potentially waiting for Kholinar. Thunderclasts, gigantic amalgams of stone and void light, hammering and destroying the walls of Kholinar. Heavenly ones, skewering, impaling, slaying, culling the citizenry of your city.
I have purposefully removed Nev, Fira, and Alstrom from what I saw.
Heard.
Specifically.
I was about to get into that, so that's a good note. You see heroes, people fighting back, individuals of great courage that fall The numbers are just too overwhelming for a Kholinar that is as fractured as it is. A fed, well-armed, logistically supplied group of fighting men and women, maybe it could fight off what you see at the walls right now. But really, in no uncertain terms, what you see is a fate that is so very much within the scope of reality. Fira, you in particular, you see 5-1. It's that simple. You've played towers. You've done all of the logistics and troop movements for border disputes between Yakoved and Alethkar. Equally matched forces. 5-1 is a death sentence. It's just that simple. You can't really see any way around it. The city doesn't have Radiance. It doesn't have fabrials. It doesn't have food. It doesn't have troops. This city, if left to its own devices, is sieged and lasts about 12 hours.
Oof.
And that's it.
Fira's gonna turn to Bertalar. How far in the future is this supposed to be? How long do we have?
Longer than you're fearing right now. Not as long as you'd hope, so...
How do you know that's true? What if that you're being shown
It
that on
is.
purpose?
Alstrom, you just trust me on this one. This is going to happen. Unless we stop it.
How do you know we can stop it?
I don't know that we can stop it, but I know that if we don't try, that this is what is going to happen.
Then we have to try. Simple as that.
Yeah.
I think we should get started.
Tila comes forth and makes an appearance before everybody.
Tila.
If you don't believe Bear, I hope you believe me. I'm gaining more and more of myself every day. And Bear's right. This will happen if we don't do anything. I do think we can stop it. I really do. It's not just possible, but it could mean a complete twist on what happens in the world. There's a very great force that's trying to look on us. And I think we might have more time than we would otherwise because he's hesitating. Bear and I are a rock in the river. Things flow around us. Everything else is watchable. It's predictable. A river always runs in the same way. But if you throw a stone in it, no matter how big or small, it changes directions of things. Things have to move around it. And I think I think we're here for a reason. I'm starting to get a feeling that none of us are supposed to be here. And that's a good thing.
None of us are supposed to be here, as in Radiance?
No, as in something happened a long time ago to ensure that we were here. All of us come from very disparate places, and the only person that's been here since birth is, well, Bear, really. So I think we're all here for a reason. I don't know what it is, but I don't think we were meant to be here. Something pushed us. And
Well,
just
here.
like that, as if on a cosmic schedule,
Oh boy.
a man walks in from a archway. A thin man with a flute on his belt. Nice fine features, black hair, a mischievous look on his face. And the king's wit looks to all of you and says, "Oh, well, it's good to see you all again. Oh my goodness. It's been far too long." And then in a flash, you see Lady Azure dash across the courtyard and deck him as hard as you have ever seen someone be struck. Wit hits the ground in a pile. And then Azure's standing there shaking out her hand. Oh, it's worth it. Oh, it's worth it.
Do I have permission to wake him up?
Oh, he's fine. And then, as if to punctuate exactly that, Wit stands up and says, "Ow, was that really necessary? Do we have to be, is this, you know what? No, it's deserved. It is deserved. I apologize." And Azure says, "Out of all of the places that you could have opened up a perpendicularity, you decided to do it at the exact moment that an unmade was latching onto me at the direct correspondent location of the Queen's Sunway. That's where you decided to dump me. That's where you decided to dump me out. That's what we're doing. That's what you decided on in your grand infinite Cosmere encompassing wisdom. You decided that was the right location." And Wit says, "My wisdom is infinite." And right there is where we are going to take our human break. Folks, everybody, hello. I hope you're enjoying the story. We're at about the halfway point. It's time for us to grab some water. Do some human stuff. We're not Knights Radiant. We can't just absolutely survive on Stormlight. So, we will return in a quick 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Tell your mom, dad, sister, brother, cousins, local congressperson, retail clerks, Uber driver, your Uber driver's cousin, that we are live telling Cosmere stories on Cardi B's internet, please. But most of all, most important of all, tell your dog that we love them. We'll be back in 10. Hello, everyone. We are back. Did you tell your dogs that we love them? I sure hope you did. It's actually the most important part of what we do here. So, the King's Wit, or just wit, has been freshly struck by Lady Azure within the confines of the courtyard. And Tyrael looks to this incomer. And you're the King's Wit? Why shouldn't you not be out on the Shattered Plains? I am precisely where I should be at all points in time, which is specifically where I shouldn't be at all points in time. So, tonight, and for one night only, I'm here. So, you can go along now. What name are you going by right now? Lady Azure says, I am Lady Azure. And Wit says, right, yes, of course. Lady Azure, I need no more of you. You have done your duty for the night. My face is so freshly, beautifully bruised. You can leave. Tyrael, you as well. Be gone. Be gone. I won't be banished within my own abode. Absolutely not. No. You see, I don't need a talking centerpiece for some noble knight's table. You can go. And he and Tyrael looks to the rest of you. Do you know the King's Wit? Is this man known to you?
We've met.
Yeah.
Should I leave?
Yeah.
He'll never get less insufferable unless you do.
And then Wit just goes,
But before, if I could get a moment of your time later, Tyrael.
I will be within my chambers. Please stop by at your leisure, Captain. I am now a servant to your needs. And he gives a deep bow and then leaves the courtyard. Lady Azure looks to Wit and says, I'm leaving, but only because you're insufferable and not because you told me to. And Wit says, frankly, the same effect, and both of them are intentional. Goodbye. And Lady Azure leaves. Now, oh my goodness. I'm so glad that I can have all of you here with me tonight. So the city's doomed. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I've seen. It's been on the lips of so many citizens of this fine city. The singers are coming that odium, oh, foul odium, waits upon the wings of a red storm, and that he is an unstoppable
implacable force that can only be defeated by the joint might of all of those in every kingdom across Roshar. I think 4 Radiance should be able to do it. Right? How do you feel?
I mean, we've got a couple more hanging out as backup, so...
Yes, but they're not the important ones.
Oh, so we're important.
Well, yes,
Good to know.
you are on screen, darling. Of course, you are the important ones. So, how are we feeling? Are we feeling confident? Are we feeling accomplished? Have the Ghost Bloods finally stopped hounding you and realized that you're on far more even footing than even they want to admit?
I mean, they're still trying to play their hands, but I don't think any of us are scared of them anymore, which is good.
That's good and bad. You should be scared of them. They're horrifying, terrifyingly powerful. World-hopping, Cosmere-spanning the threats to all of this and that. But, specifically here, in this city, Tunavir is just a rich guy. Really. It's his contemporaries that you need to worry about. Your old situation. He's the problem. And he's pointing at Bear.
Which one? I've got like a lot of old situations. Talking about Clem?
Yes, I'm talking about Clem.
Wait, he's the dangerous one.
He's the only person in the city that I worry about.
What are you worried about?
Clem has learned a very specific set of abilities. Ones that could make or break the future of Kholinar. Well, Alethkar. Well, Roshar. Well, Shadesmar. Well, beyond. And you have mismanaged all of your emotions, all of the ugly parts inside of you, to the point where the most dangerous man in the city, in my opinion, of course, is willing to use his great and dangerous abilities for ill. Well, your ill, not his ill, not grand ill. Well, kind of, but not.
Oh, I should go and talk to him then.
Or kill him.
No.
You're right. Killing him is a bit of an escalation. But if
He's
need
also
be-
my friend.
Is he?
I mean, he might not think I'm his friend, but he's my friend, yeah.
He seems on the fence.
Why are you telling us this?
I don't like when my pet project has a very major string pulled by another hand. So, when Mr. Moneybags walked on the scene and decided to say, with all of my money and all of my influences, you will do me deeds 3, I took a little bit of umbrage, because it sets a precedent that you could be bought with money, and you can't be bought with money. You aspire to higher goals, to greater things. Your knight's radiant. You have ideals, literally. In a very, very literal sense, ideals. You need to say them. Speak them. And so it's a bit of a stick in my craw that he would come along making these things, said, I have all this money and I'm bankrolling you and yada, 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 and you need to kill this man and you need to infiltrate these people and you must do blah, 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 blah. It is such a blunt instrument, money. So I'm here to warn you. And shame you a little.
Fear's going to bristle and say, excuse me, pet project. And she's not going to hide the fact that she's going to use Stormlight to peer into Shadesmar. Normally she like tries to be subtle about it, but she's going to be open about it and look at him and to see his investiture.
You go to look at the King's Wit in Shadesmar, and you see the King's Wit in Shadesmar. There's no flame there. There is no emotional waves coming off of him. You just see wit. And he says, and he looks at you and he says, those tricks don't work on me. If you need to know my inside thoughts and my motives, I'll tell you, yes, you were my pet project. One of many. I'm old. I have strings that need to be pulled.
Who are you?
I am wit. I am the King's wit. I am wit. That's me. That's who I am. I'm a very old, very influential, and incredibly powerful man. I'm also a fool and a lover. I'm an idiot on the grand stage of the Cosmere, dancing along to a tune that no one else can hear. And whether you want to believe it or not, actually, no, you need to believe it. I'm here to help. And if you bristle at the fact that I called you a pet project, I didn't know if you were going to die or flounder or turn over to odium or anything like that. You're far more than that to me now. You're more like loose acquaintances. I told you a story a long time ago. Well, it wasn't that long ago. Not for me. I told you a story. One where the man kept running, and I told you it wasn't a very good story. And it wasn't. It's just... You're all running in the right direction. And as inscrutable and all-knowing as I like to imagine that I am, there are entities that can interfere. And, well, I like to level that playing field a little bit. There's and he pauses for a moment, chews on the word. There is a peer of mine that has taken an interest on what's happening here. And his attentions are foul. So, I just want to prepare you. Do you want to hear another story? It's horrible. It's bad. It's not fun.
Will it make anything you just said make more sense?
Come on. No, of course not. It's just a story. Stories don't have meanings. They're just fun. Storyteller.
It's not true.
But maybe for you, but I am an ancient, all-knowing entity from before the recorded history of all of the Cosmere. So, frankly, my opinion means far more than you. Stories are just for fun.
Yeah. Tell me the story.
You want the story. I knew you would want the story. You're my favorite.
I hate that.
What? Don't hate it. You're my favorite. I like the most damaged, sad, horrified ones. They're the best. Because you have to overcome so much more. And it makes you really strong and stuff. But let me tell the story. And he picks up a handful of dirt, and he grabs some grass from the courtyard, and you see him breathe out, and there is a wisp of chromatic light coruscating with rainbows that connects his mouth to the object. And this little dirt and grass pile takes on the semblance of a pudgy little man. There was a man who lived with his brother, and the little dirt effigy splits into two. And these two were always fighting. They would rail against one another. They were raised the same, but they came to different conclusions. The one brother being raised to love and hold, discipline, and to fight. That strength and your ability to protect the things that you love mattered. And the other, and you see the one little effigy standing proud, hands on hips. The brother was continuously a problematic child. He would run away from home, and he would come back, seeking the companionship of his brother, always trying to get him into trouble, take him away to faraway lands, but his brother would go and get him. And you see the two effigies, they're chasing after one another, tumbling in the dirt, jumping up and down, fighting, hugging, fighting again. And there was one day that the angry brother decided that he was tired of the patient brother. He wanted to see the whole widest world. And it broke the patient brother's heart. And he crumbled. He scattered onto the wind. And you see the little dirt effigy split and crumble and fall into the wind. Now, unchecked, the angry brother, he still didn't know where he was going, but he was free to gather up as many people as he could to try to find this new land, this wonderful thing that he always wanted. But it was never enough. Because there was always other men and women that remembered the patient brother and what he taught them. So they fought against the angry brother, and, well, it ruined the world. Over and over and over. And Wit looks off into the distance. The two had a sister. And their beautiful, wonderful sister was the one keeping this other place secret to the angry brother. This great beyond that he was always looking for. He was caught in his cage, and he kept breaking everything inside of it, over and over and over. Now, it's a bit more complicated than this, but the men and women that fought against the angry brother, they were continually stopped, told that the way that they fight is dangerous and that it would break the world, that it would shatter everything. And unfortunately, it's true. But there's really no other way. So, the angriest brother, the very catalyst for the passions of men and women across the world, decided one day that he was done living inside of this cage, and that if he couldn't have it, he would destroy everything. The cage, everyone inside of it. It did not matter how many people died. And he could see all of the parts of the land with his great, vast powers given to him by his father. He could see into the hearts, the minds of men, what they would do, how they would act, how they would fight, how they would die. Then along came someone that he broke many years before. And it was through his own hubris that he was defeated. Because when you break something and you truly want it gone forever, you need to make sure that it can't put itself back together, because it may just have some very strong feelings, and it may come back stronger with more power and ruin all of your best laid plans. So, the brother, this angry, angry brother, to this day sits waiting, planning, and ultimately fearing that the things that he has left broken in his wake will come back and destroy him for good. Some people say that his brother still lives somewhere. But that's just a rumor. And this is just a story. So, None of that helped anything, did it? Fairly confusing. It was a bad story, right? Yeah. It's the way it is. It's not supposed to be good. It's just informative. Informative of what? That I'm a bad storyteller. It's in my blood.
Yeah, that other sibling came out of nowhere. Just added it in there. You need to get better at the storytelling.
Well, there's a couple of crumbs inside of there. You see, there was also mention of men and women rising up, but he kind of glossed over that too.
So are you going to actually, be forthright with exactly what you're looking for or what you're about?
Don't go get the shard blades. Don't get the shard blades for Tunavir. It's really that. I would say that it's important that you do go and infiltrate the Kobold Guard. I think that you use the shard blades. Take the shard blades. Give them to your men. What is old Tunavir going to do? Is he simply going to pack up and leave Kholinar? I think you call his bluff. I think you hold all the shard plates. You go get them. You hold them all in your hands. And you say, what are you going to do, Tunavir? Now that we hold these things. This next bit is probably a little uncomfortable, but there's a few of his contemporaries that do live in the city still. They seem all largely connected to Mr. Juror here. Have a conversation with Tunavir's contemporaries. Explore all of your options. And in the meantime, do exactly what you were going to do. Navali, go deal with the other Dreyer and make happen whatever you were going to make happen there and secure the neighborhoods. Alstrom, keep working on whatever you're working on and, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't capitulate to Tunavir. He's setting up for something in someone else. And I would rather those people not have the leverage that you could provide. You're working for Ghostbloods, whether you want to be or not. That is a very slippery slope into becoming Ghostbloods. They are working towards the greater good. And that's what they say.
I keep saying that.
They're going to keep saying that. And it's true.
Who's greater good?
That's the question. They are power hungry, gaslighting, manipulative, absolute horror shows. They will kill, maim, and destroy lives.
Or do they get other people to kill for them?
It's a Ponzi scheme of escalating levels of management for violent acts. Someone is the knife, the next person's the hand, the next person's the arm, and then the upper arm, shoulder, scapula, clavicle, the rest. There's escalating layers to all of this, but this is how they work. You are doing their bidding. And that sets a precedent. And you've been doing his bidding. Does it feel like you have one up on them? Does it feel like you're not fearing them? Does it feel like you're starting to stand on an even footing with them? No, that's a legitimate question.
I wouldn't say so. They know more than we do.
I mean, for the first time in a long time, I am not afraid of any of them, to be honest. And I don't really care what they know. I mean, I'd like to know it too, but I'll figure it out myself if I have to.
That is going to remain the feelings that you're going to have. There will be a balancing act of what you do know and what you don't know until there is a grand revelation. You need to save your city and the people in it. And working for men like Tunavir is counterintuitive to what you want to do. Use him. Don't work for him. Drive him out of the city if you can. They'll still have elements here. But to be honest, they shouldn't have power. And I know it's one more grain of sand on the pile of problems that you've inherited. Trust me when I say it will be a lot easier to struggle without his money than to squirm with it. So, that's my time, folks. I think I should probably be getting going now. Thank you for hosting me. It's been lovely.
How do you know Lady Azure?
Her and I have some history. We've traveled together.
Through Shadesmar?
From
Perpendicularities?
From a far off land.
And you decided to drop her directly in front of me.
You're my favorite.
Yeah, okay.
That's really all there is to it. Yeah, I don't have... It's complicated. It's very, you wouldn't understand. It's very complicated.
Okay, maybe you'll answer this one. Did you get Yasna her soulcaster back?
I didn't.
Did you tell her I tried to give it back to her?
No.
Is Yasna Kholinar radiant?
Maybe.
Did she ever actually need a soulcaster?
She might. Everyone could use one.
Uh-huh.
It's nice. Listen, what Yasna and I get up to when I visit her is frankly not a lot of your business.
No way.
Okay.
We don't talk about soulcasters.
Nevin's just face palming.
You know, I don't care what anybody else says about you, Wit. I think you are really funny.
That's worrying.
Yeah.
That is upsetting. That's a little worrying.
I mean, you are.
I am, but you shouldn't think that. You know what? As a favor to all of you, I'll answer one of your questions. Just one.
Alstrom's the smartest he should pick.
Alstrom's the smartest. He should pick. All right. What do you want to know, great and mighty Alstrom?
What was the name of that colleague you mentioned before?
So, this is a dangerous name to know in general, but it's one that you're very likely going to hear eventually, and is going to mean nothing to you until that day. Perhaps it can be a weapon in your pocket, a little shock and awe tactic. So, the leader of the Ghost Bloods is a very dear friend of mine. When I say friend, I mean a person who I tolerate, and they wish me to die a most horrible death in 1,000 different ways.
Most of your friends.
No, not most of my friends. Roughly 50-50. His name is Thydakar. You can call him the Scarred Lord. You can call him Thydakar. If you really see him face to face, and you need the barest moment to get away or surprise, I want you to ask him what happened to Mare.
Okay.
That's what you need to do. And that's really all you should know. I should be going now.
Okay.
If you do meet him, Nev, say no.
What?
Say no.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Could you do me one more favor? If you make your way back to I don't know, that big city where all the royals are staying.
Earth Hero.
Yeah, are you going back?
Yeah, I could pop through.
Tell Elokar that he should really say the words before it's too late, okay?
Elokar.
Because I know that when he thinks he's going to be ready to say the words, he's going to be too late. So just tell him to say the words before he thinks he's ready, okay? Can you do that for me, please? Even if it doesn't work, then at least I know I tried something, okay?
We're gonna peel this onion just a little bit. For those of you in the know, which is everyone at the table here, and likely people at home who are Cosmere enjoyers, Wit, Hoyd, Saphandrius, all of his names, he is shocked by truly very few things. The powers of an enlightened Spren put a wrench inside of the grand machine of the Cosmere. And that is a very well-documented fact. And so he looks to you and says, I'm going to do that for you. No levity in his tone, no sarcasm, and for a moment you are not looking at the king's wit. You are looking at whatever, not whoever, whatever is behind that mask. I am going to ask in this moment for a very, very important roll from Berdalar.
Okay.
There's a certain amount of emotional control and imperative that you can express by using the skill discipline. I would like you to raise the stakes and roll discipline for me.
Ooh.
Sorry, I don't roll that one very often. So I have a complication.
Okay.
Oh shoot, I have a complication. I'm gonna use opportunist. I think I'm gonna re-roll it.
Okay,
I think I'm gonna re-roll my plot die.
sure.
Okay, I have an opportunity. So it's only a 13, but that's actually pretty good for me. 13 and an opportunity.
Okay. Berdalar is very suddenly shunted back into that moment watching Elhokar. That horrifying death inside of the grand room, the grand chamber of the palace of Kholinar. You see two separate and distinct visions. One, you are present when Elhokar is run through. He lives, the assailant is driven away, and you fight side by side with Stormblessed himself. You see, on the other side of that room, Adolin Kholin dead on the floor. There is another scene that plays out. Elhokar lives. You drive back the individual who was assailing him. And there is your mother. She is killing Elhokar after the assailant fails. It seems as if, even with the foreknowledge that he needs to speak the words, that things may change, but it is such a moment drowning in fate that you need to be careful in the moment. You have pushed the first domino towards something that could change the entire world.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that.
Anything for my favorite. I should probably go. I think I've outstayed my welcome. And he like looks around. And you see Lady Azure tapping her foot, seemingly waiting for him. And he scampers off. Till next time. And he's gone.
Fair, what did you have another
What the hell
vision?
just happened?
We can talk about it later.
Okay.
But yeah, I did. So that was a good story.
It was, but did any of you understand what he was telling us with the story?
Not even a little bit. You?
I'm getting there. Pieces. Just like last time. But not enough.
We should probably talk about what we're gonna do with all of this.
You hear wave. I know what he was talking about.
That sounds like a lie.
You're a bad liar.
What?
Yeah, okay,
I
if
mean-
you know what he's talking about, go on. Tell us.
Yeah.
I was not expecting to be interrogated about it. It's important. Very important.
Never mind.
Tell us.
He's lying.
That's
what stories are, yeah.
yeah, that's what stories are.
He is right about some things. Others, not quite.
Can you tell us what he was right about?
There were 2 brothers and a sister. But he wasn't scattered on the wind. The wind didn't take him. No.
What? Huh? What do you
Yeah.
mean the wind? What took him then?
It doesn't have arms. How could it take him? That's silly.
All right, I've had enough of this. What we're going to do to prepare is I'm going to go train.
Well, shouldn't we come up with a plan?
Okay.
Then-
Okay. Hold on. I have been thinking about this a lot. Before Tanavir offered us, I do have some ideas on what we can do. So we know that the walls, the fortifications are weakened, our stores are low, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alstrom, whatever you're working on, keep doing that, like Wit said. But when you're not doing that, can you work on fortifying the walls? Then you'd be able to withstand whatever the heck these big stone things are. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can get some of the kids to help too.
Okay, good. I do think that we need to get the shard plates and blades away. I think that's smart.
And I wasn't planning on giving them to Chenevere. I was already thinking of supplying them to our people.
Yeah, that was
just wanted to
our
try that.
idea first. It wasn't Wit.
Yeah.
No, he's kind of stupid. So, I think, Thera, you can make food. Entire armies run on soulcasters who make their lava scream. You can just do that. If you start stockpiling now, we should have enough food to last out a siege, right? Maybe.
Yeah. I
For a while.
think.
Fira, you start
Do that
hearing
too?
just calculations slamming through your ear from Frame, talking about like exact weights, calorie counts, things that you don't know and don't understand, saying that like it would take X amount of blah, 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 blah. And then at the very end of this long algorithmic sentence that Frame says, he says, it is viable.
Yeah. Should be possible. Take a lot of Stormlight and some time, but
Okay. I mean, there's enough people in the city that I'm sure we could trade out use our dun spheres for theirs. So good, we can do that. Nev, I know you were talking about those other guys.
Yeah. I've made contact with the other Dreyer cell.
Do they
want
suck?
to join forces? No, actually. So far, they don't.
Okay.
how's
Well-
the Radiant you mentioned?
Well, our sparring match was in an enclosed space, so I won, of course.
Of course.
But having another Radiant in our midst, and she actually looks to Fura. You said this Bakaran was light-eyed, right?
Yeah.
I see.
Why?
Well, this Radiant told me of a light-eyed Radiant killer, a Skybreaker, who killed her brother. I think you can put the pieces together there.
Shared adversary.
Do you think that he can be redeemed after all that he has done?
I don't know. I don't know enough.
If you cannot make a decision, I will.
Yeah. But can we all agree that no one goes after him alone? Can you promise me that? She's gonna
I'm
look
not.
at all of you.
I'm not gonna do that.
And she's gonna look directly at Berdlar. Please promise me that.
I'm not going to fight him alone. I very much plan on fighting him, though. Yeah.
I think that's one thing I don't have a problem helping Tonavir with, is the Skybreakers. Any Skybreaker.
I mean, to be honest, I don't care if Bakaran is dead or alive, I don't think. I just want him not brewing this all up. And if he's still going to keep killing Radiants, you know, like in the frickin' womb or whatever, before they even get the chance to do what they're going to do, before they get the chance to do what great things they're going to do, because they are going to do great things, then yeah, I think we should probably deal with him in a more permanent fashion. But that's not what I want. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting on my soapbox.
Jez.
I agree.
Yeah, Jez is gonna appear before all of you. Skybreakers. Sorry. Hi, everyone. It's good to see you all. Oh my goodness. I'm very excited. I have information. Skybreakers are very closely related to Windrunners, as much as we, the grander we of Honor Spren would hate to admit, we're far closer than most people would like to admit. They are unshakable for the most part in their faith. And the biggest problem that we have is the fact that it is Nail that is commanding this batch. How can you argue when God is telling you what to do? I would be careful when it comes to fighting Bakarin. I think it would be far, far more of a motivator to humiliate him than to kill him.
That would probably be easy to do.
Yeah.
I think I know someone who can help with that.
Okay. Nev, there's a couple more things we need if we're gonna withstand the siege without Tenevir's corn, spheres, whatever, you know. And that's spheres. Do you think perhaps you could procure some from the less savory of the light-eyed nobility in the city?
Yes.
He's asking you to rob people.
Yep.
I thought we were done with that.
Is he whispering? Can I hear him?
You could definitely hear him. He's like stage whispering.
Actually, what I'm asking her to do is to steal from the people who are actively trying to destroy our city so that we can protect them. I thought that's what you did, was protect people.
Dishonorable.
You're dishonorable.
I'm not. He gets in your face. You listen here. When we're going to talk about things that are dishonorable, we are going to look at you, and there will be a tome that is devoted entirely to Berdalar and who is the most dishonorable. You are the definition. You are the literal definition of dishonor. You can't even be nice to your friends. You suck. Dishonor. Dishonor on you and your house and your whole entire lineage.
This is not productive.
No, I put up a shield and it bounced back and now dishonor's on you.
Oh boy. All right. Jez, please, let's go.
He called me dishonorable.
He's an idiot.
And as for me, I don't exactly know what I'm going to do, but I think I need to have a few words with my old best friend and my dear old mother.
We should probably talk about Clem before you go and talk to him.
You sure you want to do that alone?
And that,
I need
yeah,
to.
don't go talk to him alone.
No,
but-
I promise nothing bad is going to happen. I just need to
I
talk
don't-
to him.
Mm,
I live with my mom, and you don't have a problem with me going home to my mom.
Didn't.
I mean, maybe we do now.
Oh.
Yeah. Is your mom dangerous?
Yeah, my mom is really dangerous.
Oh, you're just telling everyone now. Okay.
Oh, they know.
I know, but
Oh, right. That's my bad. Sorry.
I will take my mum to Klim. Okay? How about that? There's my
At
backup.
least maybe
that's
we can,
two
like, you know,
against
stay
one.
like we could, like, you know, stay outside the building or something. At least you can't just.
Take Alstrom.
Ugh.
You can
Or-
stake it out, okay? You
Or
can
take
sit on
Nev.
a rooftop.
No one will see Nev.
You can sit on a rooftop and watch, but let's be honest, we all have really important things to do. I don't know if you all need to be devoting time to come and babysit me when I go and talk to my childhood best
Keeping
friend.
you alive is definitely an important thing to do, Bear.
I tried to give Bear like a subtle look. I'll back you up. But
Okay, thank you.
he can tell she's bluffing to cover for him.
See, Nev is going to watch over me.
I'll take care of it.
You should
Yeah,
you should still
Nev will
hear
do
what
the
he
right
said.
thing.
But I need you two to kiss and make up. She points between Jez and Bear.
Okay, take
Okay.
it back.
You are not dishonorable. I apologize.
He's literally a shard of honor.
I take it back. Obviously,
Any
I
more
know that you're
honorable
not
than that.
dishonorable. I really respect you, and sometimes I just like taking the piss. Okay?
Do you feel better now, Jez?
If you were a spren, you'd be a stupid spren.
No, if I was a spren, I would be
Nev laughs
Hey.
at that, actually.
really stupid spren.
Yeah, idiot spren.
Okay, alright, calm down.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't say it again.
No, I won't.
Good.
I really didn't think you'd be that upset.
I am an honored spren.
That's why I thought you'd know it was a joke. I'm
When have
sorry.
I, when
I'm
have
sorry.
I ever acted dishonorably?
No, I know. That's the thing. You are always honorable. That's why I thought you would know it was a joke.
Okay, let's go.
I'm leaving, but only because Nev is leaving. Otherwise, we would continue this conversation.
Okay. I love you, Jess.
Good.
So, when are we meeting up all again then? If you're going to go train and Alstrom's gonna work on whatever what are you working on?
I'm trying some new fabrials with all the aluminum that I got. Trying to find new ways to capture spren. I think I might be able to capture like a big giant spren.
Like,
But
one, like, shadowy blobby things?
that's the goal, yeah. But I'm
Oh.
still experimenting. It's going medium, but
No, that's helpful.
Tila pipes up. When are we doing the parade? That's probably when we'll all next meet.
We should do it soon.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
at the end of the week.
Get it over with.
I mean, do you know how hard it is to plan a parade? We're gonna have to meet more than just next time the parade is. There's so much planning that goes into a parade.
We're not making this a big procession, I thought. I was just gonna...
Well, then we can let one of Fira's subordinates plan it.
I will let people in Little Hairdars know that it's going to be happening and to join in.
Yeah, I said we should let Fira's subordinates plan it.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
So maybe
No.
do we know when the next high storm is? We could do it right before then.
We want to wait till after the high storm.
Right before, I thought.
You'd want it
Was the
before when the
suggestion.
weather's good, because immediately after a high storm is the riddance, changing of the seasons and all that. So
We could do it the day
shockingly,
before.
yeah, shockingly, the best time is before the high storm.
Okay.
And I do feel like that's going to stir the pot a lot.
Do I have
So-
to be at this parade thing?
Yes.
Yeah, because we're going to get into a fight.
Ooh, Jez is in Nev's ear. If your sour disposition makes me miss out on a military parade, I will never forgive you.
All right, okay, I'll be there.
With bells on.
I don't want to wear bells. They make noise.
Maybe that's for the best.
Wait, is that a saying that is that a thing people say?
It's a thing people say, but it would also be good if you wore bells.
No, I'm not gonna wear bells.
You could wear bells.
Stealth.
What are you going to stealth around a parade?
I need to hide in the crowd.
Anyway, I'm not missing this.
Okay, whatever.
We could meet like the night before the next high storm. Make sure we're all buttoned up the day before.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. If anybody needs anything before we meet again, I should be at home, and if I'm not, I'm out canvassing.
Oh, Alstrom, I will need you, but I will find you when I do. I need the creme rail.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We're building a new base.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. It's time. And I'm gonna need more room for all the new people we have. So,
Do we get to meet them?
you will.
Awesome.
I have to talk to the existing network before we add on to it. But yes.
Okay, quick question. Do you think we're gonna get along?
No. You're light-eyed.
That's
Funny
great.
enough, so are they. All of
Wait,
them.
what?
They're what?
Yep.
But we're not gonna get
Yes.
along because I'm light-eyed?
They hate light eyes. Well, they don't hate light eyes. They hate light-eyed society. So maybe you will get along, actually. There's
Yeah, I do
that
hate
for
light-eyed society.
actual adult warriors, people who can fight. And the kids, we are going to, remove them from danger as much as possible.
Can we put Ballard in shard plate?
I think he would love that, actually.
Actually, I am going
He'd be
to... Okay,
awesome.
tell Florin to stop by my house tomorrow, okay? In like the early afternoon. I have a present for him.
What?
Huh?
It's Rave's shard blade, but don't tell him.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a present.
I will tell him
Because-
to go speak to you. I will say nothing about it.
Yeah, because I don't need one. Or at least I don't need another one.
Wait, what?
What?
What do you mean?
What?
What do you
Okay,
mean
do the
another
thing.
one?
Do the thing. Do the thing.
And Bear holds his hand out, and a shard blade takes form after no heartbeats.
Yeah, with a distinct
Whoa.
lack of heartbeats, a shard blade is suddenly formed.
Ow.
Yeah,
What? That's so cool.
I want one.
I know. It's the coolest
How?
thing.
Wait, how come you can't
How?
do that?
Okay. But now, watch this. Are you ready? Are you ready?
And it turns into a long spear.
Yeah.
And now it's a dagger. And the whole time it's maintained its like red blade, white everything else with like sharp, like sharp swoopy points and a little hook at the tip.
Yeah,
Love that.
I know.
Oh, this looks great.
That's amazing.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Anyways, I just wanted to brag just a little bit.
Yeah. Totally get it.
Nev looks very sullenly at Jez. When do I get a blade?
When you stop hating everyone.
Ouch.
Yeah, the wave. WTF?
I'm gonna go punch stuff now. Goodbye.
Wave, you hear, You are not as cool.
You're right. I'll never be as cool as Beardal are.
I think you
Wait, I'm
could
the cool one
be.
now.
I think you could be. It's just hard when... Well, I don't want to say it. So I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. All right. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye.
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 And Bear, we really, before you, I know you're gonna go talk to Klim with Navali, but you should hear what he said first at some point before you go.
Should we talk out here, or should we talk in your new office, Captain?
No, don't, please. I wanted to talk to Tirael first before anything.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
So does Feraniel head to Captain Tirael?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you find Captain Tirael. He is openly reading a book. Sitting there poring over the pages of some book you can't recognize.
Ah, yes. It's I was expecting you. I would. Well, that was a lot. There was many large decisions and revelations.
Yeah. That's not what I was expecting to happen today. But thank you for believing in me.
It's the natural progression of things.
Is it?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
It's been a fairly open secret for some time that the most competent leader that our nation could have would be Yasnakolin. Our queen, before her madness, was a brilliant woman.
Mm-hmm.
If the rumors are to be believed, one of the very first Knights Radiant was a woman named Shallan. Ignoring the prowess, the warrior spirit, and the leadership capabilities, simply because of one's gender, has gone on for far too long. I have read every report on your battlefield prowess. The success rate of your operations can't be ignored. You have surrounded yourself with Radiance. You have fought off the Sons of Honor, and you have driven off Rave. My most sterling achievement since I have taken over the Wall Guard is support Lady Azure. So, this is the natural progression of Kholinar if I would have my way. I will be a backbone. I will be a supporter. My name will get your name into places where it needs to be.
Gonna need your help for sure.
I am a threat. A blunt instrument that you can use.
Yeah. And it's interesting that all of this happened today and you showing this faith and belief in me, because I actually have something for you because I believe in you. She's going to reach into her pouch and pull out a book. I made you a copy of an important text, and it's not something that you should be sharing freely. If this kind of information ends up in the wrong hands, it could be somehow worse than the position we're already in.
Right.
But you've, through our working together so far, you've really proven to me that you're someone worth trusting. And I wanted to thank you for the patience and belief you had in me. I'm just going to pass over the book. She's like, and I know you can read it. But I've been watching you hold together this city that is already compromised from within. And you do have power here, and you use it, and I've seen you use it to hold this firm line with the wall guard instead of making yourself larger. And I've watched what you've done here with responsibility, and I just really believe that you can make use of the information in this book more so than anyone else I know.
I will cherish it, and I will read it. As soon as I possibly can.
Please do.
I do believe in you.
Thank you for that. Slowly starting to believe in myself too. But I should get going. There's a lot that needs to be done, apparently.
There is. I miss the days when it wasn't this way.
What do you mean when there wasn't a supernatural threat at our gates coming sometime in the near future to destroy our city?
I wish that great change didn't require great hardship. This should have happened naturally. But instead, it took the apocalypse for a woman to lead my men. And I hope it isn't too late.
Definitely gonna cause waves. So.
Good. Well, am I dismissed?
Yes. And she's gonna grab her bag up and walk towards the door. But right before she leaves and steps out of the frame of the door, she's gonna turn around and say, "Life before death, Captain. Strength before weakness." And she's gonna walk out.
Life before death, you too. He just is so lost.
It'll make sense.
All right. And do you go to find Berdalar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Berdalar in my new office?
You're muted, Lane. Yeah, you are. Yes, yeah. You are.
Berdalar has not moved an inch
Oh, okay.
from where Fira left him. Just kind of hanging out.
In the courtyard.
Yep. Looking around, drawing stuff with his feet.
Yeah. I walk up to him and... So, remember we were talking about making copies? Or it was your idea of the book from the Devotary?
Yeah.
I just gave Tirael one.
Nice.
But don't tell the others, because that seemed to be a point of contention.
If they ask, I'm going to tell them, but I'm not going to bring it up. So,
Okay. Do we want to go somewhere? I guess I have a new office.
yeah, for sure.
This is so
Definitely.
weird. She's going to go to wherever her new office is.
You go to a office that is reserved for officers within the barracks, within the wall guard. And this office is Spartan. It is lacking any real flair or flavor, but there is one very specific thing that is present on the desk that is customized and obvious. There's a set of wax stamps, and there is a signet ring, and there is a tabard on the wall, and each of them has the emblazoned symbol of the Dawn Flame upon it.
It's going to pause at it.
That's really cool.
You know, I when I was a kid, I used to dream of stuff like this, but I never really imagined it would be like this.
Yeah. Nothing is quite the way I imagined it either, so.
Yeah, let's say. She's going to make sure she's, like, not sitting, like, across from a big scary desk from Fairdoor.
Like the corner spots.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so, Clem, I know I said that we should talk, and I've been quiet for a while since you apologized to me. Before I tell you about Clem, I just wanted to say it's not because I didn't want to talk to you. I have a lot I want to say, but it just took me a while to organize it and figure out what I did. And I'm realizing after the fact that going to talk to Clem behind your back probably was not something I should have done.
I mean, we've all done things that are maybe a little silly in hindsight, so.
Yeah. I honestly didn't see it as overstepping when I did it. It wasn't until afterwards that it felt that way. So I'm sorry about that.
Could be worse, you know?
Yeah. So what he said, because I did talk about you with him, and he basically said if there's any hope between the two of you repairing any sort of relationship, you have to let go of your pain and your obsession with revenge and really prove that you can change and care about someone other than yourself. And he called you out on the same sort of pattern that I have in the past. But I told him, I was arguing with him that, and I told him that you changed, and I believed in you. And then he warned me about you and said that your revenge is still choosing for you, and it'll likely kill you, but not before you hurt me first. And then pretty much immediately after that, I watched you run after Tunavir, and I understood what he meant by that.
Yeah. I was on my way to getting better, but I wasn't there yet. To be fair, I'm still not there yet. But I'm further up the mountain than I was yesterday, so.
Yeah. I can feel that, I guess. I don't know. You seem different today. Maybe it's the shard blade. Hi, Tila.
No, I think the shard blade is because I feel different.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm seeing clearly for the first time in a long time.
Proud of you. That's great.
Thank you.
And I hope you
And I am
stop doing stupid things.
Okay, don't put that on me. That's ridiculous. But no, I'm ready to be the guy who sticks around. For me.
Yeah.
I want to be here. I want to be in my city and with the people I care about. More than I want. I don't know. I guess revenge is right, but it's not ever how I felt, you know?
It was because you're scared, right?
Well, yeah.
It's fear.
Still am, but I think I'm more scared of losing it all by being an idiot. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
And I mean, I can't save Kholinar without you, right?
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if any of us can save Kholinar. We're gonna try.
We can. We can. I think we will. Just, I guess, yeah, sorry, is there anything else I should know before I talk to Clem?
Oh, I told the rest in front of the group, but I figured this was the personal part because it had to do with you and him. So he basically, first he was all, no, never, like he's a terrible person. We have this complicated past and stuff. And I was arguing with him. But then finally at the end of our back and forth, he did leave that door open just slightly for the two of you to talk. But it was what I said, that you have to prove to him that you can care about people other than yourself and your revenge and your fear and your pain.
Yeah.
Oh, it's something. It's not a lot, but
Thank you. I don't know if it's going to help me at all, but
at least you know what he said behind your back. Well, even though I shouldn't have done it. Besides the point.
like if we bring up things that we shouldn't have done, one of us is going to look a lot worse than the other, right?
But you're gonna... Why do you think Wit said he was so dangerous?
It's those damn eyes. That was a joke. But he is very dreamy, so.
He's kind of surly.
I like that.
Kind of a jerk.
I know. I know!
He did say that him and I might have been friends in a different... Well, he said that we could still be friends, but I don't know about that.
If he said so,
He said we had... Nah,
I believe it.
I don't want to be his friend.
That's okay, too.
So, what are you going to start with, then?
I'm going to start with my mom. But like I mean, I have to prove that I am capable of. What did he say again?
That you can care, you've changed, and that you can care about
Mhm.
other people. And I don't think he's going to believe that you've changed in just a couple of weeks since you've last seen him.
No, that's true. I care about you. So that's good. Maybe I could tell him that.
I don't know if he likes me all that much. I don't know if that would help your case.
I screwed up. I am uncomfortable. I think you're really fantastic, even if you are a captain of the Wall Guard now. And even if I am your subordinate, I don't know if that throws a wrench into things.
Please don't be weird.
How much more do I have to beat around the bush? I am not good at this. Farah, I would like to try. Yeah. Do you want to go on a date? Like a real date? Like romantically? Like romantically a date? Like I could court you. Or you could court me. You are my superior officer, so
No, yep. Yes, I would like that very much.
me courting you or you courting me?
Let's go on a date, Bertolar.
Yeah, but who's paying?
We split it.
No, that's ridiculous. I will pay. I will be the courted. Anyways, great. Let's do that. We could go on a date, and it'll be really nice.
Okay. Yeah. I like that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too. So I should go, right? Or should I stay? And we could just chit chat.
Oh, what are you said you're gonna go talk to your mom first?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. Bring up. Oh
No, that's okay. It's good. I should do that.
Not as our date, but if you do need or want anyone there with you when you do have that conversation, I have been over your house and met your mom.
No, because if I bring you to meet my mom, it will become a date, and then she's going to expect us to get married and have
But
babies.
I've already met your mom.
I know, and she hasn't stopped talking to me about how we're going to get married and have babies, and it freaks me out.
Oof.
You hear Tila's voice just beside your ear, Bertolar. Hey, champ, you're really blowing this right now. Maybe just shut up.
What if we just sat in silence and enjoyed each other's company for a minute, and then I'll head out?
Sure.
Great.
Did Tila tell you something?
Yeah. I'm a lot more charming with my mouth closed.
That's mean. I think you're plenty charming. But let's go. I should head back to the market. I've got some things to shop for. I'm not going to stay in this weird office for longer than I have to right now.
Oh, that's a good idea. You should wear the tabard, though.
Nope.
That's
staying here.
Really cool.
So,
okay.
The two of you split for the evening. And there's one last scene that I want to get to before the end of the episode tonight. Navali, you are walking back to the sheath. Oh, you're walking back to the sheath and strolling, hands in pockets, leaning ever so slightly back, his gray eyes sort of peering through the night. You see Kosovan start sidling up beside you.
You followed me here. Why am I not surprised?
I know, I was there the entire time. I heard everything.
What?
The King's Wit. You.
Wait, how did you...
Interesting,
Where
interesting,
were you?
interesting. And he waggles his fingers. He's just like, I'm in the walls, darling.
What? Okay.
The King's Wit. Perpendicularities? The palace. There are some things that you have not been telling me. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Our one and only meeting, and you didn't tell me all of the dirty little secrets that you have going on with this fun group of friends that you have. Oh my goodness. So, us, the royal us now, I suppose, since you're a part of the ruling council of the resistance, we're going to be sticking it to the Cobalt Guard. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay. I
Walk
like the
with
sound
me
of that.
Before anybody else sees you, and Nev starts walking away from the barracks to avoid Kosovan meeting anyone else in the party yet.
Yeah. No, we can go for a nice little midnight stroll. So, when you were saying that you didn't understand all of that and that it was all a great mystery and it was all just kind of, it was getting a little muddled. You know about Tunavir.
I mean, he has money, What are you getting at?
He's not from around here.
A lot of people aren't, it seems.
There's a couple when you get near the top, yeah.
Why do you know about all of this?
I'm a foreigner.
Another one.
Sort of. A little different. a little different. But I really like you and what you're doing. And I enjoy what Berdelar's doing. Alstrom's nice. Feraniel's... I'm on the fence. I'm ready to fight.
It's good, so am I.
I don't like what Tunavir is trying to do to you, and I'm not entirely certain your point of view on it, and I won't if you say the word, because you're the boss. But I'm ready to go and visit that man, if you are.
Yeah.
Because he's just one more man holding money over everyone else. I want his stuff.
Me too. I want to know what he knows. I want all those little trinkets he keeps in his home.
I want the people that he works for to understand that there are certain indelible truths about playing dangerous games with Nev the Knife and Kosovan. I'm tired of playing from the back foot. Are you?
Yes. I want to know more about this Thydakar.
Can I get an insight from you?
Yes. Okay. That is a 14.
Kosovan is completely unflappable. You can't seem to tell. So, I don't know how deep down this rabbit hole I want to go. But I'm going to tell you right now that I am more than willing to squash Tunavir. Did I hear that juror man, his mother, what about her?
She's also a ghost blood.
Interesting. And his best friend, too.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's so close. He is so very, very close. I'd watch him.
I want to, but it is difficult.
It's not so much that I worry about your friends. How much work are you going to have to do to reel him back when inevitably they make him an offer that is going to be far, far too grand? That's my question.
And the likelihood of him believing it is probably high.
That's the problem. That's the problem, especially when it comes from your mother.
He sees things, but he is blind to much.
That's probably the nicest way to say that he is willfully ignorant.
Sometimes, yeah.
I like your friends, and I'm very excited to work with you. I think this is going to be a very fruitful relationship. I think the very first thing that we're going to do together is you and I, perhaps one or two of our closest allies, are going to waltz on over to Tunavir's abode, and we're going to unlock his doors, and we are going to find out where all of his prettiest things are. We're going to leave him a little note. That's step one. And then we go and we meet him.
All right.
Okay. I like that. Okay.
Do I see Falarin lurking around?
Is Falarin lurking around? You know
Yeah.
that if Falarin was lurking around, you wouldn't see him. But you could make one of like the distinct calls to like kind of call him in if you needed to.
I do a little hand sign
Sure.
to see if he or anyone is around.
Yeah, Falarin shows up on a nearby rooftop.
That was easy.
He looks down. Yeah.
Come meet our new ally.
This is him?
Yes.
Kosovan looks up to him. Falarin looks down to him. They exchange glances. Brief nod of approval. And that's about as much as it goes for the moment.
Sounds about right.
Okay. So,
Let's go pay him a visit.
yeah, does it have to be tonight? I'd rather take a day.
It can be whenever you want.
Fantastic. I'll go and I'll get prepared. I'll I'll put on my best. You put something pretty on. We'll make it a date. It'll be so fun.
What?
We'll have the best time ever. And we can make a day of it. I think we can really make a day of it.
Lauren, you want to go rob Tunavir?
I would like to go and rob Tunavir, yes.
Great, let's do
it. Cosman says, ooh, yeah, I'm excited. Okay.
I'll finally get to see you in action. See if you can do more than just talk.
Kosvin looks like he's about to say something, holds his tongue. I look forward to showing you everything that I can do.
God damn it, Jem. She just rolls her eyes.
Yeah, just be ready.
Kosvin literally struts off, whistling some sort of tune. Falarin jumps down to you, says, I like him.
What? I mean, yeah.
It's like a good matchup. Like, you have the dower and he has the swagger. It's a good dynamic when it comes to thieves. We've seen it.
Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely.
These people seem interesting. I want you to meet them all.
I'd like to, yeah. Especially this Dustbringer that you beat the damnation out of.
We need them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kids need to not. With everything that's happening, it's a little too close to home.
We can't make them into fighters.
I don't want them to be.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't want that life for them. I've already put them too close.
Yeah, I can't. We can't.
Dervin. There might not be any going back for Dervin, but the others.
Dervin's cut from the same cloth as you.
We're too much alike.
That's not a good thing.
No, it's not. And I wish I could make it stop. But he's almost that age. He can make his own choices.
We should have let him hang out with Fira instead of Bear. I'd rather have him filled with puppy love instead of murderous ideation. That's all I'm saying.
He likes Little Herdaz. I thought he would be more comfortable there.
He is, and that's the problem.
Yeah. Well, next time you can decide where they go.
Don't put that on me. Don't you dare put that on me. You've led us to where we are, and it's been great. Let's go get Chowda, and we can plan robbing this horrible man.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. You two walk off.
And on our walk, I tell him everything.
Oh my gosh, he is fucking floored. he's simply floored. And folks, that's where we're going to end it for the evening. That's where we sit. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been a fantastic evening. I had a lot of fun, a lot of big revelations. I love being wit. Few things to note as we're wrapping up this evening. This Thursday, we have the Q&A session for Sanguine Dominion. So please hop in the Discord, fill out any questions that you might have, or just show up live. Same bat time, same bat channel, 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time is when we go live with the Q&A. Come in, ask your questions in the chat. We'll have someone moderating it. I had a great time this evening. So, if I'm not mistaken, though, Maggie's live.
Yes, they
So,
are.
we're going to raid the homies. Yeah, we'll see
Probably
you.
not for much longer. We gotta beat them.
Yeah, we got to beat them. We'll see you on Thursday, and then we will see you again on next Tuesday for the next episode of The Last Ideal. Life before death, strength before weakness, and journey before destination, everyone. See you on the flip-flop. Everyone wave for the awkward amount of time that I never account for when we hit the raid button, and then you have to wait for the raid now. We'll just keep waving.
I'm not doing it.
Keep waving.
I
Keep
refuse.
waving. Absolutely.
I'm a
Thank you
rebel.
so much. Okay, bye.